The Golden Child exposes that Fat Joe has been the one to step up and step in because her father, Pap, is MIA with Clarissa. Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So, today we are talking Remy Ma. Today we are talking Fat Joe. Today we are talking Pap. And today we are talking the Golden Child because, as you guys know, it is Leo season. Shout out to all the Leos. You know what I'm saying? And Fat Joe had a birthday, right? Or has a birthday. I'm not sure specifically what his official birthday day is, but he had a big birthday extravaganza that had everybody there. Had Allen Iverson there, had Force MDs there, had Keith Sweat there, had Young Miami there, had Pistol Pete there, had Drink Champs there, had DJ Khaled there, Tiana Taylor was there, Mary J. Blige was there, Remy Ma was there. It was very star-studded. And of course, his wife and daughter. But it was completely star-studded, fabulous, Fabolous. You know what I'm saying? The who's who and some of the biggest names in black hip-hop, black celebrity entertainment culture. Jalen Brunson of the championship-winning New York Knicks was there. It was just all the stars came out. All the stars came out from all walks of life to celebrate Fat Joe's birthday, you guys. So ultimately, we got to get into, though, a couple of posts that I saw on social media via the Instagrammies that I found was pretty interesting. Now, first we are going to get into Remy Ma's post on the Instagrammies wishing her brother Fat Joe a happy birthday. So it says, happy birthday to the biggest, my brother Fat Joe, heavy on the my with a devil emoji. I love you so much. You already, I think she means you already know, but it's cool. It's always me and you. Rem fact, I was 19 in the first two pictures. Sidebar, CRACK, really one of the flyest in the game. Argue with your mammy. Now, here is the thing. I believe it's like a slide deck of like 11 or 12 photos or something along of the lines. But as you guys know, we have seen the closeness and the incredible relationship that Remy Ma and Fat Joe have. And ultimately, it is nice that they are able to, still withstand everything, because what happens in this industry can be messy, and it is designed to tear long-term friendships and partnerships apart. So it's very nice to see that whatever issues they may have had in the past, that they've been, going through it year strong. Year strong, to the point that Fat Joe is effectively the godparent of Remy Ma's child, right? Which, speaking of, we're going to get into this. So on the Golden Child's Instagrammy page, it says the following. It says, happy birthday to my pop, and tags Fat Joe. He made me peekaboo videos as a baby. I love swimming in his outside pool. He picks me up from school when mommy working, and I go to his house every year for Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. He buys me a lot of jewelry and never tells me no. I love him so much. He will do anything for me. Love, Kenzie, you guys. I don't know if y'all recall at the end of last year when Remy Ma was spotted by the TMZ cameras, and she had on like that whole Chanel outfit, the white long sleeve shirt with the tie and all the Chanel things and the white fur. And she was asked about co-parenting with her estranged husband, Pap, right? And at that particular point in time, Remy Ma said, when she calls, he answers. When she needs him to take care of something that is concerning the Golden Child, he is on the first flight to New York City, right? That was the end of 2025. However, I peeped that in the interview that Remy Ma did with Fat Joe earlier this year, I think like a few months or so back, it sounds like, you know what I'm saying, Fat Joe and the Golden Child are thick as thieves. They are thick as thieves. They are FaceTiming every day. And Fat Joe made it a point to say, listen, looky here. That child is never going to have to want for anything if I have something to say with it, if I have something to do with it. She's going to have whatever she wants, and I'm going to make sure of it. She's going to be well taken care of and all the things and well loved. And it was giving, Pap's not really around like that while he is publicly entertaining a mistress for the past couple of years. And I believe part of it is due to his mistress's jealous nature and insecure nature over a minor child. See, she doesn't feel that way about her sister's kids, about her niece and nephews and things like that, because ultimately she does not see them as a threat. And the other side, if we want to keep it a buck, is that she financially gives and takes away from her own family of whatever perks they can or cannot receive if she feels that they're not on her side, right? She dangles it like a carrot to them. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the Golden Child is always going to remain a threat in Mistress Clarissa Shields' mind, because ultimately she is the daughter of an A-list celebrity in Remy Ma, and the sky's going to be limit for her. She's no competition for her. But also, it is the fact that Pap, her married man, has the child with Remy Ma. I bet you if the Golden Child's mother was somebody who was no name, somebody who was not a celebrity, somebody who was not famous or any of the sort, somebody she did not deem as a threat, because let's keep it a buck, the child and the mom are a threat to Clarissa Shields, she would have been seeing the child. But it doesn't help matters that it's Clarissa's behavior, all of the things that she says on the internet, all the disrespectful things that she does on the internet, the constant shots that she is throwing on the internet at Remy Ma, but wants to get on these interviews and act like she's the one that's the victim, she's the one that's innocent, and all of the things and all of the sort. It's getting to a point, right? And then she gets on Cam Newton and basically says that she still has not met the Golden Child. Publicly, you have been with this married man for 2+ years. Franchon Cruz already exposed back in February that y'all were together months before even that. And then you said on Tamron Hall that there's been some type of correspondence at least since 2020. So if my math is correctly mathing, that would indicate to me that potentially we are talking about at least 5 or 6 years in the trenches with a married man. And you still have not met his daughter, but you get on these interviews and talk about wanting to bring a child into this world and calling this man your hubby, knowing that that divorce is not finalized in any capacity. And it is giving, it's not that you want the child so you could be a mother. It is you want to have this baby in hopes that it completely cuts off everything between Pap and his wife and Pap and the Golden Child. That is what the real objective is. That is what the objective is. You think that that's going to keep Pap around, but you're failing to clock that Pap is barely around Neil. You know what I'm saying? And basically is choosing you over his youngest child. And ultimately, we do not know what the relationship was with Pap and his other children growing up. We don't know how close it was or what the situation was, or if he was always on good terms with those baby moms or any of the sort. Everybody's trying to play nice Neil. The adult children are. But even Pap said that even you know what I'm saying, that there was issues even then with some of the kids. Not getting along, not speaking, and everything else. And he had a wish for Father's Day that they could put it together, that they could get it together in his own family. So if that already runs in the family, that adult children are behaving like this, you don't think that that's going to trickle down into more children that's going to take place? Like, I'm just going to need you to make it make sense as to why the mistress thinks that bringing a child into this mess is going to improve her situation, and anything that Pap has done to his wife, he's going to do 100 times worse to you. So if you are already witnessing what Pap is trying to do to his wife, that he was trying to put out a cease and desist against Why You Effing Lying, and Remy Ma exposed at Angie Martinez's barbecue that he was trying to get half of her earnings, half of her money in the divorce. What do you think he's going to do to you? What do you think he's going to do to you? And it's very performative that Pap all of a sudden wants to shout out his love for his mistress only after the check clears. Only after you win a fight. Only after there's a celeb that you like that shout out. Not realizing it's shade as well. But ultimately, it's very performative. Clarissa refuses to let this go because she seems to think that this is a win over Remy Ma, and she doesn't realize that she's the one that's looking like the fool the longer that this goes on for. But I don't think, you know what I'm saying, she says every year that she's going to bring a baby into this. Look how Pap is currently treating his youngest child. So if he's doing that to his youngest child that he shares with his wife, what do you think is going to happen with you if y'all bring a child into this dysfunction? Pap is going to be making every single type of excuse to not be around the child. He's going to be making all types of excuses. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I've got this business meeting. Oh, I've got this stuff to do. Knowing Dad going, well, what does he do for a living, you guys? What does he do for a living that he is able to stay laid up with Clarissa Shields upstairs on his phone all this time? Not going to any business meetings, not going to any Win Records or Salida Promotions offices, but is the first person who is all up in the camera, all up in the video. Anytime there is a fight announcement, a fight press conference, a fight weigh-in, and of course, right there inside the ring, when Clarissa Shields wins her fight, basically blocking the view of the actual interviewer asking Clarissa questions. And you saw the stunt that he pulled at the last presser where he kept scooting the chair over to make sure he was in the camera. And eventually took over the interview. No. So ultimately, you guys, that is it for this video. I need y'all to do me the biggest favor. I need y'all to do y'all biggest one, and that is to hype the video. Hype the video, please. Hype the video like you never hyped a video before in your life. There's that. That is it. That is all. Es todos es final. Es finito. Is he in the road? Is he in the line for this video? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.